Did you know that traditional gardening methods may not always be suitable for modern living spaces? Many of us dream of lush green gardens, but the reality of limited space often dampens our gardening ambitions. But fear not. Today, we're here to unveil the secret to transforming even the smallest of spaces into vibrant green oases. Welcome to our channel, where we're about to reveal the top 5 vertical gardening techniques. But before we move into the greenery, here's a friendly reminder. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay updated on all our gardening tips and tricks. Now let's get started. Understanding vertical gardening and its importance. Before we explore the techniques, let's take a moment to understand what vertical gardening is all about. Unlike traditional gardening, which spreads out horizontally, vertical gardening utilizes vertical space to grow plants. It's a smart solution for urban dwellers who may have limited outdoor space. Imagine transforming a bare wall or balcony railing into a vibrant green oasis. That's the beauty of vertical gardening. Now, why is vertical gardening so important, especially in urban settings? Well, as our cities grow, green spaces are becoming increasingly scarce. Many of us live in apartments or houses with small yards, leaving little room for traditional gardens. But vertical gardening offers a way to bring nature into our urban environments, even in the tightest of spaces. Due to its space-saving nature, vertical gardening has surged in popularity in recent years. People are drawn to its versatility and the ability to grow plants in places where traditional gardening isn't feasible. Whether you're a city dweller longing for a touch of greenery or a suburbanite looking to maximize space, vertical gardening has something to offer everyone. So, as we explore the top 5 vertical gardening techniques, keep in mind the importance of this innovative gardening approach in transforming urban spaces. And if you're finding this information helpful, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more tips and inspiration on bringing greenery into your life. Technique 1. Vertical garden structures. Now that we understand the concept of vertical gardening, let's explore the different structures that make it possible. There are several options to choose from, each with its own benefits and drawbacks. First up, we have trellises. Trellises are vertical frameworks typically made of wood or metal, designed to support climbing plants. They're perfect for vines like ivy or flowering plants like jasmine. The main advantage of trellises is their versatility. They can be installed against walls or freestanding in your garden, offering endless possibilities for vertical greenery. However, trellises may require some maintenance, such as pruning and tying up plants as they grow. Next, we have hanging pots. Hanging pots are exactly what they sound like: pots that hang from hooks or brackets attached to walls or ceilings. They're ideal for trailing plants like spider plants or cascading flowers like petunias. Hanging pots add a charming, whimsical touch to any space, and they're great for small areas like balconies or patios. However, they may require frequent watering and can be challenging to arrange in a visually pleasing way. Lastly, we have vertical planters. Vertical planters are modular systems that allow you to stack pots or planters vertically, creating a lush wall of greenery. They're perfect for herbs, succulents, and small flowering plants. The main advantage of vertical planters is their space-saving design. They're perfect for small spaces or areas with limited sunlight. However, they may require regular maintenance to ensure proper watering and drainage. When choosing the right structure for your vertical garden, consider factors such as available space, sunlight exposure, and plant preferences. If you have a sunny balcony, hanging pots might be the perfect option. If you have a blank wall in your backyard, a trellis could be the way to go. And if you're short on space, vertical planters offer a compact solution. Whatever structure you choose, make sure to tailor it to your specific needs and preferences. Technique 2. DIY vertical gardening. Voiceover. Welcome to the world of do-it-yourself vertical gardening, where creativity knows no bounds and green thumbs thrive. In this segment, we'll guide you through the process of creating your very own vertical garden using simple materials you probably already have at home. Let's start with the basics. First, gather your materials, pots or containers, a sturdy frame such as a wooden pallet or a trellis, potting soil, and of course, your favorite plants. Now let's get our hands dirty. Step 1. Prepare your frame. Whether you're using a pallet, a trellis, or another type of frame, make sure it's clean and sturdy. You may need to sand it down or reinforce it if necessary. Step 2. Arrange your pots or containers on the frame. Be creative with your placement, mixing and matching sizes and shapes to create visual interest. Step 3. Fill your pots with potting soil, leaving enough space for your plants to grow. If you're using a pallet, you can fill the spaces between the slats with soil to create additional planting space. Step 4. Plant your chosen plants. Consider the sunlight and water needs of each plant and arrange them accordingly. You can mix different types of plants for a vibrant, dynamic display. Step 5. Hang or mount your vertical garden in your desired location. Make sure it's secure and stable, especially if you're hanging it on a wall or balcony railing. And there you have it, a beautiful, personalized vertical garden created with your own 2 hands. But remember, the beauty of DIY vertical gardening lies in its endless possibilities. Feel free to experiment with different materials, layouts, and plant combinations to suit your taste and style. Technique 3. Vertical gardening for balconies. If you're lucky enough to have a balcony, you already have the perfect canvas for vertical gardening. In this technique, we'll focus on how to make the most of your balcony space and create a lush oasis in the sky. First things first, let's talk about maximizing vertical space. Balconies often have limited floor space, but the walls and railings offer plenty of untapped potential. Consider installing wall-mounted planters or hanging baskets to take advantage of vertical space. You can also use tiered shelving or vertical racks to create multi-level gardens, maximizing every inch of space. Now let's talk plants. When choosing plants for your balcony vertical garden, opt for varieties that thrive in containers and don't require a lot of space to spread out. Herbs like basil, mint, and rosemary are perfect for balcony gardens, as are compact vegetables like cherry tomatoes and peppers. For a pop of color, consider flowering plants like petunias, geraniums, or begonias. When it comes to containers, the options are endless. Look for lightweight, weather-resistant pots or hanging baskets that won't weigh down your balcony railing. You can also get creative with recycled materials like tin cans, mason jars, or wooden crates. Just make sure your containers have proper drainage to prevent waterlogging. With a little creativity and some strategic planning, you can turn your balcony into a lush, green paradise. Whether you're sipping your morning coffee surrounded by fragrant herbs or enjoying an evening cocktail amidst colorful flowers, your balcony vertical garden will be a delightful retreat from the hustle and bustle of city life. Technique 4. Vertical trellis gardening. Vertical trellis gardening is a tried and true method for adding vertical greenery to your space. In this segment, we'll explore the ins and outs of this popular technique and how you can incorporate it into your own garden. So, what exactly is vertical trellis gardening? Simply put, it involves using trellises' vertical structures, typically made of wood, metal, or plastic to support climbing plants. These plants, known as vines, use the trellis as a framework to climb and grow, creating a stunning vertical display. One of the key benefits of using trellises for vertical gardening is their versatility. Trellises come in all shapes and sizes, from simple wooden lattice panels to elaborate metal designs. This means you can customize your trellis to suit your space and style, whether you're looking for a rustic, cottage-inspired look or a sleek, modern design. Another advantage of trellises is their ability to maximize growing space. By training plants to grow vertically, you can make the most of limited garden space, allowing you to grow more plants in less area. This is especially useful for small gardens or urban balconies where space is at a premium. When it comes to designing and maintaining a vertical trellis garden, there are a few things to keep in mind. First, choose the right plants for your trellis. Look for climbing varieties like clematis, morning glories, or sweet peas that will thrive in a vertical environment. Next, make sure your trellis is securely anchored in the ground or against a wall to prevent it from toppling over in strong winds. Finally, regularly prune and train your plants to keep them growing in the desired direction and prevent them from becoming tangled or overgrown. With a bit of planning and care, a vertical trellis garden can be a stunning focal point in any outdoor space. So whether you're looking to add height and dimension to your garden or create a green privacy screen on your balcony, consider incorporating trellises into your vertical gardening arsenal. Technique 5. Cheap and easy vertical gardening. Vertical gardening doesn't have to break the bank. In fact, with a little creativity and resourcefulness, you can create a stunning vertical garden on even the tightest of budgets. In this segment, we'll explore some budget-friendly techniques for bringing your vertical gardening dreams to life. First and foremost, let's talk about materials. When it comes to vertical gardening, there's no need to splurge on fancy containers or elaborate structures. Instead, look for inexpensive or recycled materials that you can repurpose for your garden. Old pallets can be transformed into vertical planters, while plastic bottles can be turned into hanging planters with just a bit of ingenuity. Get creative and think outside the box. There are endless possibilities when it comes to budget-friendly gardening. Next, consider the plants you choose for your vertical garden. Opt for low-cost options like seeds or small starter plants, which are often more affordable than fully grown specimens. You can also look for native or drought-tolerant plants, which require less maintenance and water, saving you money in the long run. And don't forget to propagate your existing plants. Many varieties can be easily multiplied from cuttings, giving you more bang for your buck. Finally, think about how you can make your vertical garden work for you. Vertical gardening isn't just about aesthetics. It can also serve practical purposes. Consider growing edible plants like herbs or vegetables, which can save you money on groceries while adding beauty and flavor to your space. You can also use vertical gardening to create privacy screens or shade structures, reducing your need for expensive fencing or awnings. With a little creativity and some savvy shopping, you can create a budget-friendly vertical garden that's as easy on the wallet as it is on the eyes. So whether you're a seasoned gardener or a novice with a green thumb, don't let cost be a barrier to enjoying the beauty and benefits of vertical gardening. Final thoughts. And there you have it, our top 5 vertical gardening techniques to help you bring your green dreams to new heights. We started by exploring different structures for vertical gardening, from trellises to hanging pots and vertical planters. Then, we delved into the world of DIY vertical gardening, empowering you to create your own green oasis with just a few simple materials. Next, we focused on vertical gardening for balconies, offering tips and ideas for maximizing space and choosing the right plants. We then discussed the benefits of vertical trellis gardening and how you can design and maintain a vertical trellis garden in your own backyard. Finally, we explored budget-friendly techniques for vertical gardening, showing you how to achieve stunning results without breaking the bank. Now, it's your turn to put these techniques into action. Whether you have a sprawling garden or a tiny balcony, vertical gardening offers a solution for every space and every budget. So, roll up your sleeves, grab your gardening gloves, and get ready to transform your space into a lush green paradise. And remember, your feedback is important to us. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave a comment down below. Let us know which technique you're most excited to try, or share your own tips and tricks for vertical gardening. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more gardening tips, tricks, and inspiration. Thank you for watching, and happy gardening.